Hello, my name is Danielle Davis. As most of you guys know me as NFT Ignition. I've been in the NFT space for about 14 months. I've worked on lots of different projects, Zeus Protocol, Monsters Bash, most recently the unrugging of the Fame Ladies Squad. Things were really different when I applied to come to this speech back in March. It's supposed to be 500 people here total, one venue. Now look at us now, 600 speakers, like 7,000 people. All these celebrities want to come and learn from us. Clearly none of us really knew what was going to happen in the NFT space this year. But the idea of bubbles, the fear that we're in this big NFT bubble that is going to burst and leave us all wrecked has been a constant the entire time I've been here. In fact, I used to also fear this bubble and then started to think about the last 14 months in this space and realized we've seen a lot of smaller bubbles burst already in this space. For example, collectible projects, they didn't used to have a website, a Discord, none of that, utility roadmap, none of that. It was just you minted something, you put it up on Twitter and you would sell it. One project comes through with a roadmap, all of these other projects go to zero. That's an example of a bubble bursting that really is a great thing for the space and something that we need to kind of move forward. People think that everything's going to go down by 90%. Well, maybe the reason we're going to go down by 90% isn't going to be a mass exit of the NFT space, people not wanting to be into NFTs anymore, but the opposite, a ton of new people coming into the space that have great ideas that none of us have ever thought about. And they might put our projects down to zero, but it's going to be a good thing, embrace the bubble. So what can you do to not get left behind by the bubble bursting? First off, don't make it a self-fulfilling prophecy. I've consulted on probably 40 projects in the last year, and they're all planning for the next 2 to 3 months. They're setting themselves up for failure. There's literally no way that they can have long-term stability without planning for long-term stability. Learn and network, probably one of the most important things to do in NFTs. Join some Discords, get out, know some people in the communities. No one in this space is an expert yet, as much as people would like to say that they are. I know people that have been in NFTs since 2017 and they're not experts yet. None of us are, and you get into this bubble where you just talk to certain people about things and you don't have a real sense of the full space and the full possibilities of what NFTs can do. Innovate. If you aren't trying to come up with the next best thing in NFTs, you're just following what everybody else is doing. Doing what everybody else is doing, same roadmap, same website, same cookie cutter art, that might get you a payday, but it's definitely not going to be bubble proof. Find a way to make people feel loved. I don't know about you guys, has anybody had an overwhelming time since they've been here, connecting with people, feeling, appreciated with anybody in this space? Well, NFTs are doing that for people right now. You buy a single NFT, you join the community, and you're instantly part of a new family, each with their own vibe. Do you think people buy ETH and they feel like they're a part of something? Not really. But when you buy an NFT, you literally feel like you joined the cool kids table at school. For some people, this has been sorely needed since COVID started, and for others, it's been needed for much longer. If you can make your community feel loved, they will follow you into a new project or rebuild when the bubble does burst. Think to yourself, is your community worth sticking around for if the price dropped 90%? If you're able to build the right community, it's even more motivating to keep that project or community alive, regardless of the price of the NFTs. Utility. When I first planned this speech, I thought I was going to come here and tell everybody, make NFTs with utility, because in March, nobody was doing that. I still don't think we've barely scratched the surface of what utility is. I wouldn't even say that what we're doing now is necessarily utility. But imagine a resort where when you book a hotel room, you get an NFT. The customers don't even understand that it's an NFT. It's just something in their wallet that they go, they scan it, they get into their room. You think that company is going to be affected when the bubble bursts, even though they're using NFTs? That's real utility for NFTs. That's what we should be working towards, not donations and merch and stuff like that. Now, I can't tell you what projects are going to be around 1, 5, or 10 years from now, but I can tell you who will be around in terms of the people. And you're either out here grinding, learning, and growing in the space, or you are flipping your way to retirement. Now, if your project goes down 90%, is it worth it to you to spend the next 3 years learning and building, or are you just trying not to lose money? Because if that's the case, you should probably just sell before the bubble bursts. All right, thank you.